What are we doing here, hon?
We're doing something awesome. Something awesome. Ironically, I'm standing in the shadow of a telephone pole. I don't know what that says about my physique, but I'm in the shade. It is hot here, guys. Real hot. But today's gonna be a fun one. What we're gonna do, we're gonna turn this grass that's growing somehow on subsoil into a beautiful garden. Maybe. So, yeah, let's go. Okay, so this video is totally inspired by the King, Terry King. He planted out a bunch of tomatoes that I kept seeing in his videos, and I just kept thinking to myself, why is he not throwing that junk out? But as you can see, we have a bunch of junk here too. Plants that have been sitting forever, just waiting to get tossed out. But I thought, you know what? We got Uncle Harry's tiller, we got some really crappy soil, and we got some COF here. So we are going to do a few different things. We're gonna till the heck out of this soil. Sorry to some of you. And then what we're gonna do is build two separate beds. So one bed is gonna get nothing except for the COF. Now this stuff's expensive. It's 20 bucks for five pound container. But we use a teaspoon per planting hole, which is works out to about 4 or 5 cents per plant. And it's worked out great for our tomatoes that have only gotten a teaspoon of fertility for the whole growing season. So yeah, we got some really cool stuff. We got some potatoes, really squidgy potatoes. One is gonna get nothing but COF. The other is gonna get COF and our worm casting tea. So yeah, here's another really cool one. We've got I think this is a cucumber. You can see how it's trying to die, but it just will refuse to die. So we're gonna plant that. We have our bonsai sweet potato collection. They won't die, so we're gonna put them in the soil and see. Yeah, so we just got tons of things. It's just gonna be a ton of fun to see what grows, and we can finally use these tomato cages that Uncle Harry bought a whack of, because the corn and the apple trees and the beans, well, actually we won't even be able to see the cages from the patio. So neighbors might have to deal with them, but that's okay. That's okay. So yeah, let's get going. It is hot. So as you can see, it's perfect. No, but it's beautiful. And as you can probably see, this soil has difficulty draining. Yeah, pretty heavy clay. So my little bit of knowledge of what I know means that with the clay, it's got a real high CEC, cation exchange capacity, which is really good for holding nutrients. But yeah, it is stuck to us. Now, everyone will tell you that knows a bit about soil to add gypsum to break up clay, which sounds great in most contexts. But because of our soil test that we got from Logan Labs, one thing that's gypsum has that's great is sulfur, which would help lower the pH here. We have 7.6 to 7.8, but it also has a bunch of calcium in it. And calcium is something on the soil test that was flagged that we have excesses of. So we want to, until I understand stuff more, and maybe you guys can help me, we're gonna stay away from adding any kind of gypsum or anything like that, because an excess of calcium can affect the plant's ability to uptake other nutrients. So I really don't want to mess with stuff too much. I'll just deal with the sticky boots and the lack of drainage for now. But yeah, so we are gonna start slamming some plants in here, kind of willy-nilly, and we'll bring you guys along once we're done. Let's go. So yeah, we got all our plants in. We are gonna do a little test. Worm casting tea only on this side, nothing on that side. Of course, everything that we planted did get the COF. That's something that we'll be doing moving forward. And then, I don't know if we should tell them, there's only probably a few people left, but we're going to be doing the same thing that we've been doing all summer in our tomato area. We're only going to water pathways. We've found that it works really, really well down here. We plant everything real deep because of the high soil temperatures, and because we just plow in as many wood chips as we can because it's a free resource. We've only been watering the wood chip pathways, and it seems to be working. There's a whole bunch of fancy words for it, but there's fungi working, and yeah, it seems like the plants are getting what they need in the tomato area. So that's all we're going to do here too. Just after this first watering, we'll only be watering the pathways, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. What do you think, hon?
This is exciting.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It is.
Super beautiful. Yeah, these things are interesting. But yeah, thanks to Uncle Harry, we had a ton laying around, so why not make use of them? So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Sufficiently awesome.
I'm filthy.
Is it time for lunch?
Yes.
Okay, you guys stay awesome, and we'll see you again soon. Awesome.
The videos for this are just terrible. They're all like super short. I just kept hitting stop.
Well, yeah, but it's so hot.